This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
My sound is about to get a lot better in just 3 seconds.
Can't wait for
3,
that
2,
to
1.
happen.
Sound off. 3, 2, 1. Sound off. 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Hello.
Hubbada.
Hubbada, you got me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got you hubbada loud and hubbada clear.
Hubbada. Sorry, guys. I was just busy fighting for the future of this podcast.
Oh, were you? Okay. Is that an off recording conversation or no?
I like to keep our listeners privy.
Okay.
Privy.
I don't know if I trust your judgment on this.
No. You trust my judgment because I want the listeners to know. Every time they say, I'll rate it next time. Maybe I won't download this one. You place us closer to jeopardy of cancellation.
It's true.
The numbers last week were phenomenal.
Amazing.
And thank you to all the new listeners and all the old listeners.
Yeah.
But part of making this podcast a success is the continued support. So we need that. And by the way, that's why the sound is so much better today, even though the listeners won't know because it always sounds great. Because Anthony Mayes is such an amazing producer. He's able to take the raw audio and turn it into something that sounds like a symphony, I guess I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing I noticed, feedback from the listeners, guys, because I'm on the Reddit. I don't know if you guys are on the Reddit, but I'm on the Reddit.
Fuck no, I'm not on the Reddit.
I'm on the Reddit. I enjoy the Reddit. But one of the things I've seen a lot of, people ask, I'm just getting into Cinephobe. Wow, this is funny. Where do I start? Some people will point at the rental wars as well. Some people point at theme months. They say go start at the beginning of theme months, and that's the start. But one that I've seen again and again and again, start with the Drunk Amin episodes.
I'm going to disagree.
You know what? A lot of them say the guys may not like it, but as a listener, you'll love it. And you know me, I am all in favor of the listener support. I'm all in favor of it. So I took it to heart, that feedback. I really want to deliver what the people want to hear. So while I watched Soul Plane today, I drank 3 White Claws. Then I went to lunch with Dan, and I had 2 shots and 2 margaritas.
I mean, it's useless. We're 4 hours in, and he's already drunk. He's got to do something at 1 a.m. He's going to be drunk. Cinephobe is going to be at 1 a.m., and he's not going to be able to do it. Like, wait, are you kidding me? He's hammered.
I'm going to go take a whiz right now while you guys do your usual shenanigans to start a show. Cold open.
We just cut 12 minutes of a cold open of us just bitching about stuff, and then because we were waiting on you.
Guess what, boys? I'm about to cold open me another can of White Claw.
Wait, no, hold on. Before you go to the Whiz Palace, did it take you a long time to walk over because you're drunk?
No.
Or because you were on the Reddit fighting with people?
I didn't fight with anybody. All we got was praise.
Oh, okay.
We never get criticism on the Reddit. They all love it.
Oh, that's great. Maybe I will get on the Reddit then.
They argue with our opinions sometimes. Like, oh, I can't believe this Zach Harper. He's such a fraud.
That's not accurate.
And sometimes they call Anthony Mayes a fat guy with a fedora for some reason.
Fat black man with a fedora.
Anthony Face.
I mean, I'm just assuming the ones who don't like it just aren't on Reddit. But the ones who are on Reddit seem to like it. Also, Zach, I just want to say that you are a fraud. I just want to reiterate that.
How? You filed taxi.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Let me go piss.
No.
Oh, wait, no, that's not today.
That's not a spoiler alert.
No.
Sorry. Let me go piss. I can't think straight.
No. Speaking of taxi, last week's episode, since Amin is going to make us fill time yet again. So last night, Zach.
Oh, yes.
Finished editing.
I got to know what's happening.
Get to the end of the episode, and I do the easiest part of my day, almost a little celebratory time where I export it. Wouldn't export.
Oh, no.
Refused to export. I started getting these error messages I've never gotten before.
Oh, fuck.
My hard drive, which had 90 gigabytes of free space, all of a sudden is down to 1 gigabyte.
What?
I open up the activity monitor to check out what the fuck is going on. There's some process called kernel task, which is chewing up disk space and memory like you would not believe.
That's disk with a SC, right? Not dick space. Because chewing up dick space sounds painful, but also a little intriguing.
Disk space.
Okay.
It happened over and over again. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. I look up kernel task. It says that it's just your system. So it's a whole bunch of different things, but one of them is the fan, not the movie, previous Cinephobe, Outaway Bobby, but the fan inside my computer. The fan is in the computer.
Oh, no.
I think maybe it's overheating. I don't know what the hell is happening. I'm frantically trying to figure out a workaround. It took me literal hours.
Oh, my God.
But I'm fairly certain it was just the taxi episode.
Just life finding a way of saying, like, look, man, you guys shouldn't be watching this shit.
Don't open this movie ever again.
Right.
Don't ask me to make a change to that episode. Don't ask me to remix it. It's done. I'm considering deleting it.
That was the most boring story I've ever heard.
Fuck you.
Life.
Get a hobby. Knit something. Go for a walk.
Previously on Cinephobe.
How am I supposed to go back to the me before all of this pain?
Excuse me? We're new in town and we've never had sex before. Would you give us a hand?
I would have rather seen his cock.
Outaway Bobby! This episode in this movie exists.
You bet your sweet ass I saw a lawnmower man.
Oh, Teddy.
I'll call some guys from my neck of the woods. We're not talking, Brooke, about a couple of queens who know a few grapples. We're talking about Polacks that don't have a goddamn future.
You have a stupid heart and a stupid brain.
Regular Einstein.
You think I'm a coward? You're wrong. I'm not a coward. You're the coward. I'm not a coward.
I love cocaine. I do it all the time.
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean like homosexual. I mean like...
I got nukes shooting out of my dick right now. I've got so many nukes.
Dick Nukem.
I mean, look at this buffet of ass.
Mouth to dildo, dildo to ass to ass. Hi, Brent. Anal beads.
I'm the goddamn talent, Mayes.
Look, Gene, I've never told anyone this before.
My hat!
But I can suck my own dick. And I do it a lot.
1038. This movie is shit.
You don't know shit! Holy shit, bro! I had the same note, too!
I swear to God, both of you guys are the biggest fucking liars in the world.
Howdy.
You should have saved this for the train.
All right, au revoir, Lubin. Lisa, solid?
Oh, I mean, why don't you just be like a regular person and dream about regular threesomes? Like clones.
Give me some soul kisses, baby! Hey, beautiful! Oh!
Dang.
Oh! My nose!
I can't indulge this comparison to a person that Amin may or may not know in a movie that has nothing to do with this podcast.
That's some 20th century shit, bitch.
We will tangle ass,
Say hi to your mother for me.
and you will lose.
What's the end game? Okay, now everyone's dead.
What is fucking Spence from Ballers? Who cares what the end game is?
I am Rav.
McCavity!
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes, part of the Levitard and Friends Network on Meadowlark Media, #2 podcast. Just setting records. I don't know if we're setting records, but we're doing well. Love the response from the crowd. Love the response from the new listeners. Thank you. If you have not left a review yet on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, make sure you do that. You leave them on both. 5 stars on Spotify, 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Don't care what you write on the Apple Podcast review. Just give us 5 stars. Mayes, let's update them.
Apple Podcast 2833, Spotify 1.9K.
Okay. That's a significant jump. Moving up, guys. Feeling good about this.
We're getting into them.
We're getting to it.
Oh man, you guys will have to let me know if this review is fair play.
Oh,
second on the LAF network from The Well-Spoken Token. Just wanted to drop a fresh 5-star review after Chris Cody got all butthurt about the Better Movie podcast being ranked as such.
Wow.
He reminds me of an all lives matter kind of guy.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Yo, there was definitely a sensitivity and tension that went beyond regular show stick about us being like just the better performing podcast. Man, did you guys do that in your little cold open? You talked about how Cinephobe was the number 2 podcast.
You want to mix in a water or something?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Did that not sound lucid enough?
I can see where it's going. Okay.
Well, it's going to a declaration that Cinephobe is a smash success and people have a problem with it. People have a problem with it.
Which is crazy because we're all on the same team, right? We should be happy for all pods.
We are, but people want us to be the little brother pod, and sometimes little brother ends up being Giannis, and you're fucking Thanasis.
Wow.
Just saying, Thanasis is an NBA player. Congratulations. Giannis is an MVP.
If you have a submission, reminder needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score.
Finals MVP.
May is Vehicle Month. You want to give another part of Giannis's resume as we do a movie podcast?
Depoy.
May is Vehicle Month. It drives us crazy.
MIP.
Mays gave us Dude, Where's My Car to start the engine for the month. Amin raced ahead by flipping the speed lever with his taxi pick. Now it's my turn. I'm getting this month to take off with the 2004 comedy Soul Plane.
Comedy.
All-star MVP.
Soul Plane stars Tom Arnold and Kevin Hart.
5-time All-NBA.
You know Tom from Roseanne, True Lies, Carpool, Exit Wounds, Cradle to the Grave, Mr. 3000, and something called Good Dick.
6-time All-Star.
Kevin Hart is a repeat offender from Scary Movie 3, Along Came Polly, and Drill Bit Taylor.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
4-time All-Defensive Team.
Repeat offender, Method Man from How High, Belly, and Scary Movie 3.
All-Rookie Team.
Repeat offender, Snoop Dogg from Half Baked. He was also in The Wash, which I once bought for $20, sight unseen.
76 best players of all time for the 75th anniversary.
Katie O'Bear from The Scorpion King, Friday After Next, and She-Ball.
All-Rookie Team.
Godfrey from Chain Reaction, Zoolander, The Cookout, and Don't Shoot the Pharmacist.
Oh, there's that little thing called an NBA championship.
Brian Hooks from High School High, Bulworth, and Three Strikes.
We're the best movie podcast on this network.
D.L. Hughley, a repeat offender from Scary Movie 3.
In case you missed it.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Ariel Cabell from Be Cool, John Tucker Must Die, Think Like a Man, and she was in Ballers.
Yeah, she dated The Rock in Ballers, right?
Yeah, she did. At least that first season, or first 2 seasons.
Hall of Fame probability, 87.2%. That should go higher.
Lonnie Love from Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
10-time Player of the Month award.
Monique from Three Strikes, Baby Boy, Beer Fest, and Precious.
Fat Girls and the Parkers.
I've run out of accolades.
Ryan Pinkston from Bad Santa.
And Punked.
I take that back. 17-time Player of the Week award winner.
Missy Pyle, repeat offender from Along Came Polly.
Galaxy Quest Dodgeball.
Sofia Vergara from Modern Family and Hot Pursuit. Gary Anthony Williams from I'm Sorry, Undercover Brother, Harold and Kumar. And I say hi to him most days at my local coffee shop.
Oh, really?
I was going to say repeat offender from your coffee shop.
Yeah, I see him almost every day. He's very nice. He's always with, I assume, his wife. And they're always very nice to me and Boogie.
Let me put my Maze voice on. Oh, you mean like you said 800 times before on the podcast, Zach? Well,
he's never said it on this podcast.
Bullshit. Zach, you said it.
Why would he have said it? He hasn't been in any movie before.
How would I know that Gary Anthony Williams was at his coffee shop? How would I know?
Because you talk to Zach like 9 hours a day. God damn it. And he was Stevie's dad from Malcolm in the Middle. That's how I'll always remember Gary Anthony Williams. Thank you.
Mighty white of you.
He looks a lot different now, by the way.
Yeah, he lost weight.
Yeah, he lost a ton of weight. He looks great.
Was it gastric bypass or did he lose it?
No, it looks natural.
The honest way, huh?
It just looks like he's in shape. Yeah.
Not like another guy in this movie who lost weight the gastric bypass way. I'm talking, of course, about Big Boy. Big Boy's Neighborhood.
Wow.
And he doesn't look like he lost it the natural way. Why? Because his head is the same shape and size, even though he's a skinny human being now.
John Witherspoon, repeat offender from the 5 Heartbeats. He's also in Friday, and I'm going to get you, sucker.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Brian Mulligan, a repeat offender from Armageddon, which he played Dr. Nerd in. Terry Crews, repeat offender from White Chicks. Syed Badrea from Iron Man and Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh, can't wait to drop his line later.
Appearances from Big Boy, as Amin mentioned, Karl Malone, Little John and the East Side Boys, Ying Yang Twins, and Lala Anthony. And then we have Baron J, who's a repeat offender from Horrible Bosses 2 and a repeat offender from Daredevil. He was an actor in Horrible Bosses 2. He was credited with additional crew in Daredevil, but 3-time repeat offender.
Who was he in this movie / in Horrible Bosses 2?
I don't know.
Don't know. Just reading names off a list. Got it.
You know what? It's funny as I almost wrote it down. Jesus Christ. You slurp into the microphone more?
What? Jesus. Can I get a sip without being judged?
Just could I have 1, 2, maybe 2 drinks sometime? What, I'm an alcoholic now?
Is Amin drinking a baked potato right now? What's happening?
Oh my God. Golden dumpster.
Golden dumpster. Soul Plane.
I laughed so hard.
Chives. Directed by Jesse Terrero. Jesse directed the Raise Up P.D. Pablo music video, 50 Cent's Wanksta video, something called Freelancers, and 3 episodes of Bravas.
Yeah, 7 50 Cent music videos and 2 direct-to-video movies starring 50 Cent.
Movie was written by Bo Zenga and Chuck Wilson. Bo wrote Body Waves and Stan Helsing. Chuck was an intern on Crooklyn and wrote the movie Looters, which is spelled looter, and then a money sign at the end.
Nice.
Bo Zenga, Body Waves, does not qualify. Why doesn't it qualify? 0 reviews, fewer than 50 ratings. It's a double dash.
Wow.
And the plot is about a cocky teenager that's trying to stick it to his dad, Poppy Talk, by inventing a sex cream that ends up working.
A sex cream?
They won't let us watch this movie because no one's reviewed it.
I'm going to watch this.
And Chuck was the director of business affairs for BET from 1997 to 1999 and director of A&R for Priority Records from 1999 to 2002.
Synopsis for Soul Plane. Things get raucously funny aboard the maiden flight of a black-owned airline thanks to some last-minute passenger additions.
It's not thanks to the hunkies.
Tagline, what goes up must get down.
Ah, I get it.
We've got 3 others.
Mm-hmm.
We fly, we party, we land.
Oh, that's their slogan.
The party is nonstop. And then announcing the arrival of the first airline with Soul. $16 million estimated budget. It grossed $14.1 million US, $14.8 million worldwide. Lost money.
Good times.
Before we jump into this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, Soul Plane is available on Amazon Prime. Soul Plane receives 18% from critics on 101 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 51% from the audience on over 50,000 ratings. Amin, would you like the positive or the negative reviews?
Glass half full kind of guy, Zach. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Eric D. Snyder.
Eric.
Of ericdsnyder.com.
Wait, isn't that D. Snyder from...
We're not
gonna take it.
That's a different...
No, we ain't gonna take it.
Uneven, but often very funny. When it spoofs black culture, the movie connects solidly.
Wow, only black culture?
From White Man, Eric D. Snyder. Brian Orndorff of filmjerk.com.
A positive for Brian Orndorff?
Here's the thing. Can't find the review. It just got a grade. The link is broken.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Got a B-.
He scrubbed all of his positive reviews.
Sure did. Fucking ass.
Peter Hartlaub of San Francisco Chronicle.
Oh, he's such a heartlob.
A better than average comedy that is raunchy and tasteless, but ultimately funny from beginning to end.
They twisted his arm so fucking hard to write that. He got caught saying something racist some other day and then like, oh, this is all I make up for it.
Michael Booth of the Denver Post.
Brother Calvin Booth of the Denver Nuggets.
Michael Wilkes Booth.
Repeat offender.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
If it's not funny to you that a bunch of white passengers in polo shirts would say, oh goody, when they hear the in-flight movie star Sandra Bullock, then don't bother with the rest of Soul Plane.
That was so... Oh,
that's a backhanded ass.
There were a lot of fucking throwaway lines in the background that I picked up on the first go and laughed pretty hard.
Chris Hewitt of St. Paul Pioneer Press. A slapdash affair that pitches jokes at all races, creeds, and stupidities, but it turns casualness into a virtue.
I don't know what that means. Sounds like it's unnecessarily woke.
Wade Major of Box Office Magazine.
Major at Campbell.
An uproarious hip-hop spin on Airplane, boasting just the right mix of sass and sentiment.
Major Payne.
Payne Stewart.
Stuart Little.
Lil Jon.
The East Side Boys.
Boys to Men.
Men at Work.
We Work. Andrew Manning of Radio Free Entertainment. Rowdy and funny, Soul Plane's sense of humor is often sharper than what most people would expect.
Sharper Image.
Image all the people.
People Soft.
Emily Blunt of Blunt Review.
Not that one.
I laughed my lily white ass off. Soul Plane is hilarious. It's a funked out airplane. That silly, stupid, fun movie not trying to prove anything to anyone.
The last part is absolutely true.
Nell Minow of Movie Mom.
A 3-hour tour.
There is a thin line between breaking down stereotypes with humor and perpetuating them to get a cheap laugh, and this movie crosses over that line several times.
It's a thin line between... I don't know what they said. Something about crossing.
Is it between love and hate?
I wanted to quote you, but I forgot what the quote was. So here we are.
Sonia Murray of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Sonia Blade wins.
Almost as funny as it is offensive.
Almost.
Larry Carroll of filmstew.com. Is Soul Plane an instant classic? Nope. Does it go too far at times? Absolutely. But is it a damn funny movie? Faux shizzle my nizzle.
Oh no, Sonia.
Guess if he's white.
Oh, it's not Sonia, it's someone else.
I was hoping that they would do the E40 choices format.
Nope. Yep.
Is Soul Plane an instant classic?
Nope.
Does it go too far at times?
Yep.
But is it a damn funny movie?
Nope.
Faux shizzle my nizzle.
Yep.
Oz of eFilmCritic.com.
Oh shit, he was in Oz that one season.
Soul Plane actually had me laughing with Tom Arnold. For real. Yes, you heard right. I enjoyed this shizzle.
Oh my God.
2004 was a bad time for white people. It was shit.
They just can't, right?
Back-to-back 2004 movies, guys. I don't know if you noticed that.
I know, I did notice that.
There's a lot of Turner CB notes in this shit.
Clip Ruben stuttered, I'm sorry for 2004.
Banger.
Oh, sorry.
Girl, this is my sorry for 2004. And I ain't gonna mess them no more this year. I'ma take this one chance and make it real clear. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, sorry, in case I don't tell you. Tell you December, I'm sorry.
Caffeinated Clint of Movie Hole. It's amusing, it's inspired, and hey, it's a lot wittier than the last two scary movies combined, full of performers that are obviously having such a great time.
There have been 2 scary movies at this point?
I think there have been 3. Caffeinated Clint of Film Threat.
Again?
Back to back. A lot better than one would expect. And then 2 user reviews. User Carlos V, 5 out of 5 stars. Relax, idiots. This is a really funny film. Top 10 in my all-time favorite movies.
Relax, idiots is a great way to start any review.
That'll win them over.
User Gredrika J, 4 out of 5 stars.
Oh my God. That's a name. Guess ethnicity.
You want to know how it's spelled?
Oh my God, yes, please.
Gredrika. Gredrika.
No C, huh?
No C in there.
Swedish.
The review. I love this movie, but it won't play.
What does that mean?
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Nell Minow of Common Sense Media.
A lot of double dippers on this one, huh?
But at least Caffeinated Clint stayed both positive. She's got a 1 positive, 1 negative. She does this a lot.
I respect the Stugatz in her of playing both sides.
Playing both sides. Raunchy comedy for adults only. 2 out of 5.
See, she does that. That's the second time she's done that, right?
Yes.
Where it's like, yo, if you like dick and shit, like this shit is awesome. Well, if you're with your family, oh, how dare they?
Corey Coleman of Double Toasted.
Derek Coleman.
There are some funny things in here, but it mostly made me sad. If this was a better movie, some of the material would have been really great.
That didn't make him sad.
Eric Mellon of Lawrence.com.
Honeydew.
Soul Plane is like seeing an uncomfortably unfunny stand-up comedy routine acted out and stretched to a feature-length film.
That one white guy in the crowd who nervously laughs because you know if you don't laugh, you're going to become a target.
Bill Bearer of Cinema Blend.
Of Bad News.
The Bearer, Bad News.
Nothing more than racial stereotype after racial stereotype.
Oh, he's white for sure.
Jamie Russell of BBC.com. Come back, the Wayans brothers. All is forgiven. Even Scary Movie 2.
Oh, that's funny.
Steven Himes of Film Snobs. The lesson of Soul Plane. Being white is so much less fun than being black.
Isn't it though?
I honestly don't know. I've never been black before. I enjoy my life, so I don't know.
Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell the truth on this one. On the one hand, I'm like, yeah, like being black is so stressful, but like the fun times seem really fun. On the other hand, there have been so many nights when I've been out and like I got a drink in my hand and like everything is just kind of fucking terrible. And I look at white people in the face of adversity, like 19 dudes for every girl, and they seem to have such a great time. I'm like, you know what? White people have a fun time no matter what, man. I don't know what it is, other than when they're supercharged. This man.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
I can hear it revving up.
Don't even supercharge it. I won't even say it.
No, you got to say it now.
Coward.
Other than when they're like in high school and then they decide to play a full court 5-on-5 with me.
Oh my God. Supercharged.
I'm joke. That's where I was going with this. But other than that, white people seem to have a ball no matter what the circumstances are.
Luke White Thompson of LA City Beat.
I can hear in Zach's voice he's still shaking. You really didn't know that's where I was going with it?
I didn't know.
That was kind of obvious.
Stoners will enjoy. Everyone else should stay home and watch Chappelle Show.
Chappelle Show. That's how I said. Oh, I like black content. Not just this black content, though. Like, that's what he's doing. He's like searching for like a human meat shield made out of black bodies.
Couldn't wait for Key and Peele.
Oh, for real.
Frank Oshling of Movie Eye. A hideous hip-hop spoof of the most disposable kind. This is the worst kind of racial rubbish, suited appropriately for the barf bag.
What? Racial rubbish? I mean, like, here's the thing. Anyone who mentions race, instantly I know they're white.
Scott Foundas of LA Weekly.
Lost and found us.
Long before landing, the movie's tireless minstrel show mentality sends it to a nosedive.
Oh, no.
Matt Brunson of Creative Loafing.
Rick Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Rose.
Kiss from a Rose.
Derek Rose.
Derek McKee.
Derek McKay.
An imbecilic film that's about as punishing as a 4-hour flight delay. Jackie K. Cooper of JackieKCooper.com.
JKC.
I like her.
It's a man.
Oh, never mind.
This movie should be titled Foul Plane. It is so offensive and humorless.
Oh, I get it, because foul and soul both are spelled almost exactly the same except for the first letter.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that they sound very different, but okay.
Eric Lurio of Greenwich Village Gazette. If this was directed by a white guy, it would be deemed racist, and rightly so.
Here we go. Oh my God. You couldn't be, never mind.
Sarah Chauncey of Real.com.
Chauncey Billups.
How bad is Soul Plane? It stars Tom Arnold, and he's not the worst thing in it.
Of course not for your white ass.
Nick Shager.
Shagermeister.
Of Slant Magazine.
Shager? I barely even know her.
Soul Plane's infatuation with playa culture will likely have the most reaching for the barf bag. And then last one, user Jason N, 1.5 out of 5 stars. It's not going to win any Academy Awards.
Another great way to start a review.
Amin, what is your first note?
Soundtrack exposition out the gate.
They sang it.
It's the Soul Plane.
It's got to be the quickest one we've ever had, right?
It's instant soundtrack exposition. Also, the trailer used the Black Eyed Peas song where they used the bingo version. And not the Get It Started.
Black Eyed Peas month.
We got some weird art/CGI LAX with a Soul Plane terminal sign.
Hated it.
Opening credits have the cast name all over the airport. Tom Arnold's on a plane. Kevin Hart on the stair car. Method Man on the tail of a plane. Snoop Dogg as Captain Mac on a chauffeur sign. Rest of the cast all clumped together. Crew on the luggage.
Music by the RZA. And the flight board turns into an equalizer. Whoa!
We're in Inglewood, California, 1979. A mobile over a crib with airplanes on it. Kevin Hart as a kid narrates. I always loved airplanes, man. Not just toy ones, but real ones too. We lived right next to the airport. I remember my mom would put my stroller outside while she hung clothes on the line. And some real green screen shit happens.
Terrible. Yep. Impossibly low over their house. So this is a real triple threat here. It's a flashback, it's exposition, and it's starting a movie with narration all at the same time.
Yeah, Ananahi said it right away.
Did he?
Checking boxes.
Really a Cinephobe movie.
Wait, hold on. When did he say Soul Plane?
In the song.
Right in the song. The first line of the song.
That doesn't count.
Oh.
Soundtrack exposition doesn't count.
What?
Why not?
What the fuck kind of rule is that?
He sang it.
No, that's the rule. It has to be in dialogue. If they're singing it, then obviously
yes. Not at all.
No, I'm gonna stay.
No.
I'm not gonna budge on this one.
Well, I'm glad you've clarified it 100 134 episodes in.
We never had.
At the start of Deadfall, they opened up with the song and went, Deadfall. We would be like, he said it.
No. You've got to say it. The character in the movie, they have to work it into the dialogue.
Master of Disguise, they had 4 different Master of Disguise songs.
I know, but we never said, they said it.
They sang it.
Okay, then they sang it, but they not said it.
Off to a great start.
What? Because I disagreed with you guys? Fuck you. You
disagreed with us.
You want drunk Amin? Here we go.
No, we don't. That's the thing. We don't. We don't want it at all.
No, that's what you want. That's what
Famous last words for this podcast.
That's what you want.
God.
You want drunk Amin?
Let me get some Elijah Craig up in here.
We'll give you drunk Amin, baby.
You know, guys understand. There's a whole fucking room of Elijah Craig, lined bottles throughout the wall. They won't miss one that's missing.
Zach, this is like Dragon Ball Z when they discovered what Super Saiyan was.
Yeah, I'm about to be dragging these balls.
What?
You mind goblin. Z. Balls with a Z, by the way.
Fat balls. PHATBALLZZZZ @hotmail.com.
Let me give you my email.
No, not yours. All right. The plane flies super low, but it's green screen, and the mom acting her ass off, hanging on the clothesline is great. Mom always told me someday it would be me getting on those planes and going somewhere better. But I guess it didn't exactly work out that way. Cut to present day and Kevin Hart running through an airport holding a dog.
Very special suits. He would match Jesse and Chester. Special suits month. He's carrying a toy dog and a satchel.
He gets to the entrance of the plane. The gate attendant says his dog is too big to be on the plane and he'll have to check him.
Black movies love to use thick lenses on a character for no other reason, just for the cheap joke.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, we had this happen also in Dude, Where's My Car? Where my man
Rick
from the Toyota commercial,
yeah,
he had the thick lenses on.
But also, they used it to show from his perspective that it looked like a way bigger dog. So they actually did a little bit more than just having it be a nerd.
Sure, but that's not why they did it. They did it because black movies love to say, "Oh, look at this funny-looking motherfucker. His glasses are." Remember, we had it in Belly.
Yeah, but if a white director did it,
it's racist.
Since I usually put him in my bag, he's not that big. Those are the rules. You have to check your dog. And I wrote, I'm guessing this is where Amin goes on some unfounded rant about dogs on planes he's never actually had to deal with, but he hates dogs, so he'll say this unless there's someone listening. He doesn't want to hear him say it. Then he'll just pretend he didn't want to say anything and ask me what I'm talking about.
Honestly, I didn't have any notes on this, but now that you mention it, I'm so glad.
Sorry, Maze, that's on me.
Dude, I'm so glad that airlines have started cracking down on this bullshit called emotional support animals.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
I have a friend of mine who's like, yeah, now they ask for proof. And so this one girl tried to claim to the gate attendant that she had MS, and that's why she had her dog with her. And the gate attendant asked her to prove that she had MS, and of course she couldn't. And my friend who was telling the story was telling it from the perspective, can you believe how awful they asked her to prove that she has MS? I'm like, yo, there's nothing more awful than someone pretending to have fucking multiple sclerosis just so you could bring your dog on a plane. Get the fuck out of here. Go pay for a kennel, you piece of shit. What were we talking about?
Dog growls at the man's Coke bottle eyeglasses. He says, consider taking another airline. Man brings him a dog carrier, puts the dog in there, and then he just chucks that dog carrier down the stairs.
I like that.
Now we've got a very white flight. In-flight movie is Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
In-flight movies. Not quite 20 CB.
No, but it's pretty close.
Also, Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. Barely squeaks out of the qualification zone with a 44%.
Kevin Hart has headphones on, listening to music. He's rapping along super loud.
Brat,
brat, brat.
That's the sound of a gat. Golden Dumpster nominee.
This is heat. This album is fire.
Woman next to him has the chicken and smells it. He is so on top of her as he smells her food.
Dude.
She says, excuse me. He'll have the chicken too. But find out that was their last chicken. He has to have the stroganoff. He said, why would you ask me if I wanted that?
No response.
What's in that? Stroganoff. It's bubbling. It looks awful.
Meals in Coach, 20 CB.
Oh, man. Remember that.
Very 20 CB. Second of all, I like beef stroganoff. I like it.
Beef stroganoff?
Beef stroganoff. Beef. I like beef stroganoff.
You do like stroganoff. I know that about you.
I do that too.
We all do.
Actually, Maze likes beef stroganoff off. But yes, In general, we like booty.
Jesus, that was terrible.
He also actually'd me on that, which was an interesting choice.
Now, here's the thing. Mayes, I want you to clip it. The transition to the next scene where he says...
That beef stroganoff. I wasn't half bad. It was good. I got a little spit on you.
Yes, you did.
I fucking laughed so hard.
It was so funny. He's got the bubble guts. He was picking his teeth too with his fingers. He's like, it's not that big of a meal.
Yeah,
He starts farting. The flight attendant asks if he's okay. Where's the bathroom? Straight down. He rushes to the bathroom. We hear alarms. He gets in there, and it's a massive bathroom.
Fire in the hole. Shits, and he says, so loose.
Of course, you love this. This is your life.
He's yelling at his pants to get down. Have you ever done that?
Midway through him shitting, he flushes the toilet. Have you ever flushed the toilet while sitting on it?
Not on an airplane, but in real life, sure.
It's also known as the courtesy flush, right? Where you shit
yes,
and you flush.
Get rid of that smell as quickly as possible.
You've done that multiple times?
I do it if I'm in someone else's place.
What about you, Mayes?
I have done it, yeah.
As a philosophy, like Zach sounds like he has a protocol. If I'm shitting in someone else's place, I will flush while my ass is still on the toilet.
Someone I'm trying to have sex with.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to coax you out of that.
Yeah. Coax me however you want.
Mayes. So you say you have done it. What was the circumstances where you have done it?
It's a long trip to the loo. You're in there for a while. You do a courtesy flush.
At someone else's place or at your house?
Wherever it is.
At your own house. You'll do that in your own house?
If I'm going to be there for a while, yeah.
You don't worry about the water splashing up and touching the bottom of your balls and your thighs and stuff like that?
No.
It's specific.
How powerful of a flush do you think this is here?
It's all getting wiped down when I get out of there anyways, so...
You wipe the bottoms of your thighs?
Full ass and thighs and shit?
If it's wet...
They hit some turbulence, return to the seats. He flushes the toilet and he gets stuck from the suction. His ass is stuck. He says, come on, God, please, I'm a Christian. Breaks off the faucet, water spraying everywhere.
Flight attendants go to press the main release discharge valve. Oops! They open the baggage doors. Oh, shit. Cut to the dog flying out the bottom of the plane.
Well, he farts himself out of the suction. I don't know if you noticed that.
Then as he hits the window, he sees with horror his dog getting sucked into the engine. And I said, ass off for Kevin Hart as he watches his dog die.
Yo, he's pretty good in this movie.
Straight.
Won't be his last ass off. Also, his voice sounds so young.
It really does, yeah.
His voice, not his face. His voice sounds so young.
He hasn't had that hard living yet.
The effect of all this stuff getting sucked into the turbine is horrendous.
The CGI?
Not even. I think it's poorly animated, kind of like two cutouts with an overhead projector. That's what it looked like.
The physics and layout of this plane aren't exactly scientific, but we're just trying to get to him owning his own airline. Because there's no way he would open out the back.
We need a traumatic event.
I loved it.
He's on the ground now, laying stomach down on a gurney, has an ice pack in his cheeks, and he's screaming, murderers!
I wrote a massive ice cube stuck to his ass, and no, not his ride-along co-star.
I'm going to pay for this. I have to go on every talk show in America. I'm going to pay Oprah, Ricky Lake, Dr. Phil, bitch, 106th and Park, Showtime at the Apollo. Cut to him in court. He's telling the story. Lawyer asks him what his occupation is, says entrepreneur. It's fair to say you don't have a job.
I laughed.
Do sometimes. Tell me about some of your businesses. Ever make money? No. Correct to say you're nothing more than a deadbeat looking for a quick dollar? That's not fair. And he asked the judge if he can say something.
He can launch into some mommy talk. His mom struggled to raise him on next to nothing, working for guys like you. I had to make my own way no matter what. No fancy education or Fortune 500 business, but I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Mom always told me you can't be successful until you try. That's all I'm doing. Then the foreman of the jury immediately reads the verdict. That's how the legal system works.
There are so many black people in this jury that I don't think the airline's lawyers would allow.
Wow. Pretty racist. But
have you been to a court?
No, I haven't. Sorry, Zach. I know that's disappointing to you that a black person hasn't been to court, but no, I haven't.
Well, that just proves his point because you've never been selected for jury duty.
Yeah, exactly.
The Shaun Wade versus Worldwide Airlines, they rule in his favor, awarding him $100 million.
A very turn of the century bitch suit he has on, by the way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
A lot of buttons, very wide.
Method Man is there with his fingers crossed. Kevin's attorney's wiping his own brow and he faints when they award him $100 million. And Method Man goes crazy. He turns into Exposition Man by calling him his cousin. Let's blow that first $20 million on Rio. Next $20 million on Bangkok Dangerous. Muggs, you're my cousin.
Homie, I hear they can do this thing with their...
Come on, man. All right, you my cousin. I'm not gonna forget about you. What the way you looked out for me when we was growing up. That don't mean I'm gonna let you convince me I'm fucking this money off.
Whoa. You still caught on that strip club / daycare center thing? Shit was genius. Come on.
It was genius, Muggsy?
Come on.
To who? Okay, we lost all our damn money in a week.
It's time to do something straight, something to be proud of.
Very walk and talks position.
Reporters meet them outside the courthouse. Justice has been served, but he'd give it all to get his dog back.
Nashawn, how's the ass?
Ass is fine. It is sitting on $100 million.
What do you intend to do?
He's going to start his own airline. No further question. Muggs, take care of this.
Gives a shout out to all 5 of his baby mamas. Laquifa, I'm coming, girl. $100 million.
Cut to a suited Kevin Hart walking confidently in LAX. Nelly's Ride With Me is playing.
If you want to go and take a ride with me.
He's flirting with flight attendants, showing his badge as he walks through. We're at Worldwide Airlines, and Tom Arnold is in line with his woman.
Missy Pyle.
A woman at the gate is taking a long time.
She must be 200 years old.
She's playing a fighting video game.
On her Alienware monitor, there's also an Xbox under the counter.
Really quick, first of all, Method Man says something along the lines of, is this BET how I'm living? And I said, that's turn of the century, bitch. Very much so right there. Second of all, Golden Dumpster, the old lady playing, is it Street Fighter? Is it Mortal Kombat?
No, it looked like a Mortal Kombat knockoff. Like they couldn't get the rights to Mortal Kombat.
I'm with it. The Golden Dumpster for that.
She says, okay, Mr. Hunky, we got good news and bad news. Bad news, flight to JFK has been canceled. Good news, we have another airline to try to accommodate them.
Tom Arnold has a red hat that says Crackerland.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a thumbs up to his kid who also has a red hat that says Crackerland.
Mm-hmm.
4 tickets for flight 069 on NWA.
Nice.
They'll send their luggage to Gate 1 in Terminal X.
Terminal X, I laughed. I saw the joke coming like 7 beats away.
Wife tells him to pick her bag and says, don't get any grease on it. It's very expensive. He says, I know, I bought it.
Then he tells his son, gentleman always carries the ladies' bags. So why are you carrying hers? We get some divorced dad's position. Tom wants her to be the future mother-in-law.
More Kevin Hart flirting with the girl on an escalator, moving different directions. Says, you must not know who I am.
I wasn't ready to make this point, but I will in a second. So keep moving.
Barbara can't find Terminal X. Tom says to relax. Didn't they just have a great vacation at Crackerland? No, give me that stupid hat. She throws his hat on the ground, tells him to leave it.
You know what would have been great? Going to Hawaii alone.
Late?
On a flight in a hurry? Tom says he only gets his kids every other weekend. His daughter Heather walked off, flirting with a guy at the Cinnabon stand.
Ass on for the kid saying his sister is that way.
She needs to ask permission to go somewhere. Dad, I'm 18 years old. You're 17.
For a couple more hours, I'm 17, and then I'll be 18. And I can party and have sex.
Sex!
We're new in town, and we've never had sex before!
Yeah, sex. Missionary, doggy style, rocking the baby, getting teabagged.
Hi, Brett. Anal beads.
Playing the trombone while I'm tossing his salad. Hand jobs, ear jobs, blow jobs. Getting a pearl necklace, riding the baloney pony. Sucking it.
That's enough!
No, with whoever I want, whenever I want. And best of all, I won't have to listen to you.
Favorite part of that is Missy taking notes on her Palm Pilot.
Yeah, I love that.
What came after getting teabagged? Something about the trombone. And then Missy goes, ooh, ass off.
Then they say, okay, guys, congratulations. You've been punked. There's cameras everywhere.
Get it?
Because the kid's on punked.
20th Century Bitch reference. Also, did you guys catch the product placement for Dollar Rent-A-Car in the background?
No, I didn't. I missed that.
Yeah.
Well, there's more dollar stuff coming up because they find Terminal Malcolm X. It's a 99-cent store.
Yep.
Xani, Luxury Alloy Wheels, Roscoe's, Dada.
A Foot Locker.
Roscoe's. Usually you got to go to 2 places to get both of those things.
I laughed.
But there you get the one and she cuts them off in the middle.
There's a basketball court.
Also, there's a security guard wearing the festival security guard jacket, the yellow jacket that says security on it. When we say 99-cent store, we don't mean like just a 99-cent store. We mean like
the 99-cent store.
That store that says 99 cents or less with the pink banner. Yes, they had one of those.
We're at the security checkpoint. Monique calls a guy a leprechaun, short and stupid, just like her ex.
Clip this whole fucking thing. Monique just going off here.
She is a tour de force.
Get your short ass on, you leprechaun. Look like my ex. You're short and stupid. Everything's short. Now look, I don't know about all that, but if Denzel walked his fine, sexy ass in here right now, I'm taking the rest of the day off and getting straight down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? Girl, let me tell you, Denzel is nice, but I like the young thugs. Ooh, I love me some 50 Cent, baby. Ooh, Shawnees, go Shawnees. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. Strip a party like it's my birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's your birthday. That's it. Ah, look at this little nigga here. Look more like 5 Cent. Nigga, can't you read? The sign says put all metal objects in a container. Take your ass on. Get on back there. Get your ass back there, cheap ass. Shit going on because that shit cheap. That's why it's going on. My flow, my show bought me the dough that bought me all my fancy things. My cribs, my cars, my pools, my tours. Nigga, I done came up and I ain't changed.
Monique and Lonnie Love singing in the club is a Golden Dumpster Award.
Dropping it low.
So funny.
There's that sight gag where we get the guy emptying out all of his phones. He's got like 3 different phones, all his jewelry. They drop it low, tap their wands together.
Yeah.
She refuses to stop talking shit.
She gets so aggressive.
You keep fucking up on my rhymes now. Move it along. Move it along. Nickel. You wanna say something? You wanna say something? I ain't slapped a bitch in 2 weeks. Yeah, I got a whole lot of strength and I slap a bitch on.
I've had that in my head since the trailer before this movie came out, where she's like, you want to say something?
Whole lot of strength, and the slap a bitch arm is fantastic as well.
A guy is with this woman and he says that they have dirty magazines at the newsstand. She hands him her underwear, says to hold on to it. She won't be needed on this flight. He smells them.
This guy has one attribute. Horny.
The sweet smell of Alizé for DJ.
Oh, my man Brian Hooks from 3 Strikes, which future Cinephobe, if it's ever available ever again.
Carl Malone. The Carl Malone recognizes Elvis Hunky.
The Carl Malone with his ass on.
They played basketball together in high school.
That's right. Used to call you the paper boy.
Paper boy. Always about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flexing, you's a hater boy. Paper boy.
The mailman now.
My dad's a mailman too. Government jobs pay very well.
Ass off for Tom Arnold in this scene.
You don't understand. I play for the Lakers now.
You can't shoot. That's why we never passed you the ball.
I thought it was because I was the only brother on the team.
No, Carl. It's because you sucked.
I sucked?
Oh, what are you going to do? Go all postal on me, Mr. Mailman?
Kevin Hart's still walking through.
Tells the girl, I'd like to be them jeans. They make no sense.
And that's where I put the note, Golden Dumpster. Kevin Hart hitting on every woman in the airport.
Every single one. He goes to the metal detector and Monique and Lonnie Love stop him. When the buzzer pop, you stop. Yes, do you know who I am? We don't give a damn who you are. Let your little ass take one more step.
Bury your ass in them fake ass iguana shoes you wearing. Then they recognize him from the advertisement.
You that little nigga got his ass caught in the toilet seat. All right, little player, go on, take your little cute rich ass on through. Go ahead, little player. Bet that ass still tight, ain't it?
Monique worries that they might lose their benefit, so in unison, we're sorry, Mr. Wade.
My tooth is hurting. It's messing with your breath. Gonna upset all my insides.
Oh, you done melted the whole side of my damn.
Say shit else for a year. Lonnie Love is blown into her face. That's what you get for fucking us up. Cut to Barbara, looking at black guys. She's nervous and turned on.
Meanwhile, Tom Arnold is marveling at the new Aerostar.
Safety ratings. Incredible. 5 cup holders, Amin.
Ford Aerostar minivan. I pretty much learned how to drive on one of those. It is a piece of shit.
Yeah, but what about the new ones?
This was one of the new ones at the time.
She's worried about the flight, and she says they're the only white people on the flight. He says maybe it's a coincidence, like a family reunion. Million Man March. I wrote Million Man March reference, 20 CB.
Also, there's a line of people waiting to get to the payphone like it's jail, and I laughed and I said, Golden Dumpster.
Tom notices the flight attendants, and apparently he's discovering black women for the first time.
He's discovering cheeks for the first time. And yes, there are lots of cheeks in the scene, including the one at the payphone with them very turn of the century bitch like
jeans.
They're not the jeans. It's not a belt.
Dangly belt thing?
Exactly. It's a dangly belt is the best way I could put it. Yep. Wagon.
Ryan Pinkston slides in wearing Rockaware and jewelry.
Full makeover. Chingy right there on the soundtrack.
Woo! Yeah, what up, son? Shit, yeah. You know I'm like that. I'm like that. Damn, what up?
Here's your car, Dad. I think I melted the sucker. Put everything on it, but an Escalade. I'll be right back. I'ma holla at this shorty I saw at the basketball courts. One love, dog.
That's on.
Monique starts wanding down a hottie. It's all up in his crotch.
That's Slim from The Wood, one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a great movie.
She wands him down and she says, oh, it's beeping.
Watch it. That's my zipper.
That's too loud for a zipper, and I laughed.
Gonna go in the bathroom. They go search him. She shoves him against the wall.
Bet you ain't never seen a chocolate super deluxe woman like me before. She's slurping. She's snapping her teeth, shoves him against the wall in his underwear.
She says, we're feds now, which means I can violate every last one of your civil rights. Drop them drawers, Denzel. Show me that ass. Puts on a glove for a cavity check.
And he screams.
We see the plane. Diamonds all over the outside. Spinners on the wheels. It's purple. On the plane, flight attendants are talking. Male attendant, my guy, is telling a story.
Recounting a sexual encounter with a diplomat. Duct tape and peanut butter everywhere. I ain't no circus freak. This ain't Cirque du Soleil.
My next note, my goodness, Sofia Vergara. I have no idea what she said here. I couldn't concentrate.
It blew my mind. I did not know that was her.
Really?
I looked at her and said, she looks familiar, and I had to look at it. Oh, it's Sofia Vergara. And then I was like, realized I saw this movie when it came out.
Yeah. No idea who she was then.
So she got her start in Soul Plane. Also, the spinning rims. So turn of the century, bitch. So turn of the century.
I have no idea what she said.
She said her primo, her cousin, tried that once, and the doctor still can't find his left nut. They say it's up there somewhere, and Flame says, I'll find it, as he jerks off a bottle of champagne.
And Flame, Gary Anthony Williams, is completely ass off.
Oh, he's fantastic in this movie.
I was both blown away.
Kevin walks onto the plane, calls for Muggsy. Woo-hoo! Let's know where the pilot is that he hired. Meth calls him Little Bow Wow.
Kevin Hart's face when Meth calls him Bow Wow is fucking amazing.
His face, anytime someone starts talking shit to him, is just great. Like, his facial reactions are phenomenal.
There's a confusion there, like, wait, what?
Okay, Amin, rank them. Facial reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart, Sean William Scott.
Oh, man. I would say Kevin Hart because Sean William Scott definitely has great, but all of his are the same vein, which is, I'm a dumbass.
Throw Charlie Day and Jason Sudeikis into it.
Charlie Day. Because Charlie Day...
I know what you're thinking of. We have a woman president. What? I'm like, really?
The raised eye.
Yeah, the raised eyebrow. All right, slow-mo of Snoop walking up. Muggs, I told you to hire a black pilot, not no damn black baggage handler. What is that? Did what you asked me.
And then but two black pilots around, and one of them fly for Puppy. And Kevin Hart says, how Puppy get the first one?
So he hands him the resume. I paused on Captain Antoine Mac's resume. Lives in Cerritos.
Same note too, bro.
Flyingpimp.net.
Uh-huh.
Objectives. Fly big ass planes all over the world and meet fun and interesting people. You know, get girls and shit.
That's Zach right there.
What?
That's you. And like when I asked you, have you ever like done the courtesy flush? He said, yeah, when I was someone else's place. And by someone else's place, I mean getting sex. Like, that's exactly what it is.
Qualifications. 3 years Air Force, flew in Desert Storm, 2 years bus driver, 6 months shoe place.
Shoe place, which I think is Shoe Palace.
Education. 3 years Pelican Bay School of Aeronautics with honors. GED with honors.
GED with honors is one of my favorite parts of this.
Spoiler alert. Do you guys know what Pelican Bay is?
Yeah, prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I wonder if they'll explain that.
Relevant experience.
275 hours flight simulation with honors. Beat F-15 Flying Eagle on the Xbox twice. Saw Top Gun 7 times.
Also, he lives at 769 Beach Nut Lane.
Other experience. Crew chief at Jimmy's Burger Bar.
And tricked out cousin's bicycle. All chrome. Snoop says don't worry about him being late. He's going to take this hoopty up another 1,000 feet, catch him a slipstream. They'll be there 5 minutes early.
Real slick like hair grease, but with less mess, you dig? And Meth is just hype manning his ass off this entire time.
You really going to do that?
No, I'm just messing with you. Ha ha!
You noir.
Kevin's stressed. Tells Snoop he saw that he flew in Desert Storm. It's a typo. I drew over in Desert Storm.
Wrote on the bombs. Fuck Iraq. Saddam eat a dick. That was me. Secret agent. That's classified. Not supposed to be talking about that.
Do you even know how to fly a plane? Don't even trip, homie. Got my wings when I got out.
That's about his uniform. You're looking at it. I'm a player. We ride spinners. Kev's starting to panic. He's mad at Method Man, and Snoop and Method Man head to the cockpit to smoke that bomb.
Flight attendants are flirting with Snoop. Says, at ease, ladies. That's when Flame says, hi, fly boy. Just love the look of a man in uniform.
As he's getting done with Kevin Hart and stuff, he says, "Where the cockpit at?" And I fucking lost it. Because the idea of a pilot not even know where the cockpit is, that shit is so fucking genius. And then that's when I realized Gary Anthony Williams' character is named Flame.
Yeah.
And I said, is that problematic? And then the next scene happened.
You ever met Gayman?
Yeah, man, I just seen one of these fruity motherfuckers in the hallway and nigga was eyeballing me.
It's Gayman. I am Leslie Gayman, your co-pilot. It's a very prestigious African name, not like gay man, like two men fucking together, naked, in a bedroom. Not me.
Whatever, homie.
I like pussy like you. Huh?
I can dig it.
Huh? Yeah, you can dig it. Oh, everybody will be pregnant by the end of this flight.
First class is a lounge area.
Business class has tables, but the hunkies are in low class.
I love that it's called low class. So fucking funny.
I love that the overhead compartments are like bus station lockers where you gotta put a quarter in. I kind of almost didn't want them to pay off the joke with him actually doing it. I just wanted to be something in the background.
Yeah.
Like the Colt 45 ads like you'd see on the subway. Later on in the movie, we see people who are literally strap hanging.
Yeah,
I wanted those compartments to be like a joke like that. Like it's visually there, but no one ever acknowledges it.
I know you hate him in this movie, or at least you have so far with the white kid, Ryan Pinkston, but he says, what kind of UPN operation is this? And I fucking lost it. That's such a funny line.
But it's also a TOCB line.
It is.
It has zero meaning to people like of this era, I don't believe.
Horny couples in first class. Seats are alligator butt, he says. She puts a blanket over them. They start going at it. John Witherspoon in a yellow suit gets on. He's blind. He's filling up all the women as he walks by.
Shout out to Brian Hooks. They got it chromed out with the white leather. I think this is alligator butt. Laughed at that. But also, John Witherspoon completely ass off when he's saying the numbers at like 747, 777, 75257, all that shit, and then grabbing ass and then sitting down next to the lady and saying, what is that?
Somebody got a nice perfume.
Victoria, don't tell nobody. And then he orders a quadruple cognac and a cola. All of this shit is just super duper ass off.
Scared to fly usually rides buses. He's going to have fun on this plane. Flight attendant nervously sends someone to low class. We can't see them, but everybody notices as they walk by. People in low class saying, get the fuck out.
Get his ass.
We see a hand with a case and
it's a man in a turban.
There it is.
Yeah.
He sits down and Monique and Lonnie Love sit right next to him.
This dude loved him in Zohan as a taxi driver, but really, really loved him in Iron Man.
He's great in Iron Man.
In Iron Man, he plays a terrorist, and his opening scene, he walks in and he says, and I quote, Ya ahlan wa sahlan, wa miyat marhaba, be Mr. Tony Stark, ashhar safah, wa atta al-utala fi tarikh America, which is a pretty badass line. And he says, oh, welcome and great greetings to Mr. Tony Stark, the most famous butcher and mass murderer in the history of America. He says it so cocky and so sarcastic. It is some of the greatest ass-off material I've ever seen in any movie. And Mayes, I sent you that clip so that you don't have to listen to me do it. I want you to clip him saying it.
Well, too late. I already listened to you do it.
Okay, well, it's still great.
Leave all of it in.
I mean, I don't care if you leave it in because it's my voice. And I was actually trying to be like humble by taking my voice out and putting the actual quote in.
I thought you did a great job. And then let's put the clip in right here. No? Is that? Leave all this in. I'm going to need that sigh as a text tone whenever Mayes texts. Monique and Lonnie Love call him Osama. Says, if you got to go to the bathroom, we're going with you. She's holding, I'm shaking. Back to first class. We're talking about the owner of the airline. Screen comes down for a safety video. It's Survivor's Destiny's Child playing. The flight attendants singing the instructions to the song.
Lip syncing.
Now that you got on our plane and you be listening, you better just do as we say or you'll be missing. Better put your seatbelt on or you'll be dying. If the plane goes crazy, then you will not be flying. Now we directed to the nearest location where you might decide to exit your vacation. If we lose that pressure, you'll be choking.
Some black shit in.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
settle there at the end. Everyone on the plane is feeling it. Low class has an old school TV with a rabbit ear antenna. Flame puts some aluminum foil on it.
I laughed.
Monique says that's some black shit here.
Shout out to Gary Anthony Williams, who was ass off in this Survivor video.
Oh my God, he's so good.
Killing it.
Kevin Hart's on the video now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to NWA Airlines. Here, safety is very important, part of flying. But let's be real. Something goes wrong. We're all going down, right? I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
He walks out for real. They applaud him. He sees the girl that was talking to Lala Anthony. Her name's Giselle. She says she has to get out of there, and he stops her.
Giselle month?
Same note too, bro.
He wants to talk. She's been fine. He was doing some thinking, and he wants to talk to her. Door's closed. She can't go anywhere. We see an engagement ring on her finger.
Someone stepped up, Nashawn.
He imagines a scenario where he rings the doorbell, and we've got a flashback, boys.
Flashback in a redacted tank top. Goes to her door. Not a good time right now. He's trying to break up with her through a screen door while he's getting drowned out by planes and sirens, then a helicopter. I can't do this anymore.
He walks off, and that's when Method Man brings him back to reality, popping a 50 by his ear, asking for change. Method Man ass off, just completely.
He sees Sofia Vergara, looks her up from the gold boots. Beautiful.
He asks her for a drink.
Calls her Blanca.
Looking her up and down, and she says, ain't no drink down there. He says, the hell there ain't.
Speaks a little Espanol.
Si, senorita. She starts speaking Spanish.
She says that he's got the tiniest penis. Gracias, baby.
Touches his face. She walks off. Gold Mike comes down in front of Snoop.
Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles, 1, 2. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your soul plane chauffeur, Captain Antoine Mack. Tom says he sounds nice. NWA 6'9", 310 to the 212. Hitting the switches, getting this bitch crumping and jumping.
I feel like testicles 1, 2, testicles 1, 2 is something we should use next time we're doing sound checks.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Ryan Pinkston translates to his parents.
After they're doing it, like in the background, he says, amateurs. And I laughed.
Snoop tells Gayman to secure the cockpit. Lots of locks and latches on the door. Motherfucker's locked.
Snoop puts fuzzy dice on the rearview mirror.
In a plane. Had me laughing.
Fred Sanford bobblehead. Now we're ready to roll. Plane backs up. It's got hydraulics. He hits the switches. Plane bounces up and down.
Gayman puts a CD in. African music starts playing. Like an elephant. Snoop is furious. He can't ride to this bullshit. So he puts in Styles P, I Get High, and he starts dancing.
Every day. Every night. All the time.
Texas Air sees the plane bouncing. They lock all the doors on the plane.
Oh, I laughed, yes.
It had the horns on the front like the car and Johnny Be Good.
Yeah, the long horns. Riggs asks Snoop, what's wrong with them?
Man, I'm afraid of heights.
Sweating his ass off.
Tom Arnold looks over at the guy talking to his daughter, says, easy, Kobe, she's 17.
Oh my God.
I laugh. Golden Dumpster and Topical.
Dad, I'm 18. Barbara pulls out a Black and Proud magazine. Stories on the cover. Elude your baby's mama. Ladies, Jerome's in the house. Find out why the ladies stock him. Plus, penile implants, testicle enlargement.
And Jerome's freight train hog in the corner, and we get, oh yeah.
She's impressed.
And then they play that song from the 80s, Day Bow Bow. What the hell is Day Bow Bow? Day Bow Bow. Oh, Day Bow Bow. Oh, yeah. Day Bow Bow. Day Bow Bow. Beautiful.
It is literally wrapping around his leg to the back of him. Like, it's almost damn near like facing behind him.
Tom is going to the restroom. Kid will go check out the flight. And Barbara is flustered. She says, oh, my sweet black Jesus.
Yes.
D.L. Hughley's in the bathroom. He's the bathroom attendant.
With the black and mild.
Tom says he'll just hold it.
Bathroom attendant guy feels like a black thing. Is this a two Americas thing, guys? The bathroom attendant.
I would say it's either at a more black establishment or super fancy white establishment.
Super fancy, right? Because at first I was like, oh, that's a black thing. Then I was like, no, I know when you go to a very super fancy establishment, there's always a guy there with the white linen napkins and stuff. And it seems like something that would happen, that white people would demand of black people to have somebody in there while they take a shit, just to hand them the paper towel that they could pull out themselves or whatever. But then I thought, wait, is that why black people do it? Did we adopt it as a way of saying like, oh, this is how you know you're doing some shit? So I got confused.
Or did we take it from you?
I've only ever really encountered them at clubs in Vegas.
Really?
Oh, no. There was like this shit ass bar in Sacramento that was a pretty white bar that had a bathroom attendant in there.
Every black establishment I go, there's a guy there.
Says you don't want to do that. Stuff will back up on you if you hold it. Top of your head will fly clean off. Sit down and make yourself at home. Toilet seat's wide. He puts on the Caucasian adapter for those with no junk in their trunk.
For those with zero cheeks.
It's a nice vest. Ain't seen one of those since Lionel and the Jeffersons. Tom sits down and farts. Guess you can't have the lightning without the thunder.
Somebody still likes that pork, I see. And he continues to provide running commentary on the shitting. Plays Push It by Salt and Peppa.
Tom likes it.
Tom groans and shits his brains out. And we get an exterior of the plane. When he shits, the whole back drops out.
And now, the man on the cover of the magazine sitting next to Barbara.
Wished him into existence.
You subscribe to Black and Proud.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I picked it up. He says it was freezing that day.
Usually I'm hanging out the bottom of my boxers.
I left.
Major tension.
Tom comes back to the seat. She introduces them. Jerome was telling me how he hangs out the bottom of his boxers. He says, that's nice. They're about to serve dinner. You should probably go back to your chair. Nice meeting you. Jerome, bye. Tom looks at the magazine. Is that him? That thing has a face on it. She says, no,
but it's gonna.
Golden dumpster.
Missy Pyle, ass off.
It is a great line.
Snoop is puking into a barf bag. Snoop's the captain, so he won't let Gaiman make the announcement, so he'll make it. Ladies and gentlemen, we reached our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet.
Higher than Redman at the Source Awards. Shit don't make no motherfucking sense to be this high, cuz.
Reference.
Lottie Love and the Arab passenger are passed out on each other. I like that. People hear Snoop puking over the intercom. They start puking. Kevin Hart goes to the cockpit, asks what's going on.
So much for all those locks on the door.
Yeah, immediately they're done.
Asks how he's afraid of heights if he's the damn captain. He says, I've never been off the ground before. Flew on computer simulators.
Which, to be fair, that's what's on his resume.
Yeah, same note too, Amin.
Says, you told me you got your wings when you got out of the Air Force. He says, no, I told you I got my wings when I got out. Got out of Pelican Bay. So either get a GED or take a pilot's class.
Yep.
You spent tax money to get a good education.
Shit, me and my homeboys passed the class with flying colors.
And he holds up a photo of him and his classmates.
Miss them niggas, man.
Those are his niggas. The Taliban.
Kev calls him gay, man, and tells him to fix it.
Those are his niggas, man. The Taliban.
Flight attendant walking champagne on ice through first class. She's like, Moe or Cristal? DJ's just staring at her with his mouth open. Motit. Moet. See you later, to Titty. I mean, Demita.
In low class, they've got 40s to pass out.
Colt 45 or Alizé, and Tom needs an explanation.
Alizé, that is, I know they want it to be turn of the century, but no. 20th century, bitch.
Funny line. Please don't swallow your ice. That's all I can afford to give you.
Yep.
The flight attendants, while they're serving, are just dealing the whole time.
It's so funny.
Colt 45 tastes like liquored up beer, and it sneaks up on you all of a sudden. Yeah. They jump in their seats. And Alizé, oh, that's my favorite. It's from France. It's cognac. It's very fruity. And it'll make you want to do the huckabuck, then pass out in your own juices. Guess I'll have that. He's also got a shorty 40 for the kid. Lil Hunky. Ariel steals a tiny liquor bottle, and Tom asks for whole milk. Sir, that is nasty, but I'll see what I can do.
Back in first class, Sophia is serving John Witherspoon and the woman next to him. Gourmet soul food, the choice of lobster or filet mignon or crisp duck confit. She'll have the filet.
Witherspoon orders the kosher meal, Yagwe. That's fried chicken and hot sauce. She repeats the options she has, and he says he'll have the filet, Main-yane.
Mealane. Oh my God.
In low class, they're passing back boxes of Popeyes. Take a breast or a wing. Pass it back.
Share your napkins.
Yeah, share napkins with your neighbors.
One piece of chicken, half a napkin. That's all you get in low class.
She admonishes a guy, says, hey, one piece. Don't be greedy. Witherspoon says, I don't know what smells better, this meal or your delightful perfume.
No, he doesn't say delightful perfume. He says your delightful perfume.
She rolls her eyes and thanks him. He says, you know, a lot of smart women find blind men sexy.
Know why? No, but I'm sure you're about to tell me.
Cobra formula. When you lose one sense, it makes the other senses stronger. I have more of a sensitive touch than the average man. He tries to touch her leg. She pushes it out of the way. He keeps talking.
Let me tell you about this love I had. She was on the trampoline, landing right in my lap. Bang! She stayed there for 15 years. See, people crazy about me. They love me.
You don't say.
Don't say. I do say it. What I'm talking about. People love me. See these fingers here? These fingers got eyes on them. There's like 20/20 vision. You know what I mean? They. Wait a minute. Let me move that other leg out the way. Move that dress up a little bit, girl. Oh boy, moist. You're just as tender as you can be. You a little frisky thing, ain't you? You got a little puddle here. Oh, you big too. You ain't no baby. Oh, this is wonderful. I love this freaky stuff like this. Go ahead now, just let yourself go. Come on now, I'm gonna let myself go too. I'm feeling something too. This ain't like me. I don't usually go this quick. Yeah, but I'm going now. Oh, boy, I'm gonna tell you, where's my yak? Where's my yak? Oh.
He is coming and he is fingering a baked potato.
The whole fucking scene.
Everyone around them is disgusted. He keeps rambling. Turns out he's fingering a baked potato. Film noir!
You let it go, I'll let it go.
This is the great.
A woman covers up her own baked potato with a napkin.
He takes off his sunglasses and his eyes. One eyeball is one way, the other has fucking.
Got to the bathroom with D.L. Hughley. John Witherspoon walks in singing, "I'm a player."
She using cilantro. I love that freaky shit.
He tells D.L. to sit this one out because he just needs to wash his hands, then flips his middle finger covered in chives and says, "Look what I got. Bang, stinky pinky." He won't wash that hand though, only the non-chived hand. He smells the finger. She's using cilantro.
DL says he was sitting next to Mr. Potato Head, looking like a disco lemon, son of a bitch.
Flame catches Kevin Hart watching Giselle. Someone's strolling down memory lane.
Flame knows that look of regret. He had the same after he ran into Lee, his little Asian butterfly. Whirlwind romance ended in heartbreak and stomach pumping.
When I saw him again, I tried to apologize, but I couldn't. I felt so bad leaving him in the hospital, all bloated and distended. And Kevin Hart's like,
Flame, did you just grind on me?
A little.
What does this sick-ass story have to do with me? I never left nobody at the hospital filled with nothing.
Oh, my God.
If you have a chance to make things right, you make it happen. Who knows what could have happened?
Problematic, racist Asian voice.
I'm problematic. It's a problem.
Freaky couples getting on in the bathroom. DL is enjoying the show.
Chewing on his Black and Mild.
Oh, some more. And Brian Hooks.
Young cats talk too much. Woman wants a man of action.
Guy asks him to take his friend Ben Franklin back to his seat.
Tells him on his way out, you don't need a whole lot of space. Superman changed in a phone booth.
She starts wrapping the guy's belt around his neck.
Saw it on an episode of Real Sex. Topical.
Episode of Real. Turn of the century, bitch.
He needs a safe word. He says, "Yeah, when I say get off me, you crazy bitch, you stop choking."
She's smacking him while choking with the belt. Belt's too tight. You can't feel his toes. I can't feel your dick, but I ain't complaining. Horrifying nut. Cheese, eggs, grits, yams, sunflower seeds.
And then Mayes, you got a clip.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, pork, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
And then he apologizes for coming too soon because of, and I quote, the exhortation.
Exituration.
Exituration, excuse me.
Yeah, and turbulence. He starts spanking his own dick with the belt as punishment.
Calls it David.
Snoop's getting his hair braided in the cockpit. Gaiman's lamenting not being the captain of this plane. 10 years with Chuku Airlines.
Shut the fuck up with that African mumbo jumbo bullshit.
Heather Hunky is the birthday girl. She's brought into the cockpit. Snoop announces her birthday and that she's one cute little hottie with a whole lot of body.
Attention all players. The upper deck will be open for your enjoyment. Tom screams in his seat as a football team and an army of sailors run past him.
Golden dumpster, because while like both of these, the football team was unexpected, but then to follow them up with sailors, then that broke me.
Club is open upstairs. Big Boy's MCing. I forgot what fat Big Boy looks like.
He's only 34 years old in this movie.
Wow. He looks like shit.
He looks like 64. And I mean, that's a waste.
Jaquan Tipsy's playing.
Heather is introduced to the bartender up there. She says surprise her for the drink. Flight attendant says keep an eye on her. Not that kind of an eye. Now she's dancing with the bartender. There's a moonroof in this plane.
Yep.
That's who she came with. She says don't worry about it. Eamon wants to fly the plane. Snoop goes off on him. Sit the fuck back and enjoy the ride, Idi Amin.
Idi Amin.
Eamon snaps at Snoop for eating his African mushrooms. They're very dangerous. They can kill him. Topical for the skin. Crush them up. Put them emotions on his dick for the itching.
They laugh at him for having crabs. In Africa, it's very aggressive, he whispers. They hunt us.
They hunt us.
They can kill you.
And I laughed, and that was a golden dumpster. And by the way, did you notice that the flight engineer in the background is playing 2K?
I did notice that, yeah.
Now Snoop has the bubble guts.
Tom tries to get into the club. Terry Crews is the bouncer and won't let him in. He gets denied.
Motherfucker, did you just touch me?
Are you on the list? I don't know. You don't know? What's your name? Elvis Hunky. I wouldn't even have wrote that shit. I wouldn't even wrote no shit like that.
That's a great line. Yeah.
Maybe it's under the king, my nickname. You ain't no king, motherfucker.
Tom turns around, takes off his glasses, turns back to Terry. We hear the Rocky theme and he says, put him up. It's go time.
It's definitely go time. You about to get the best damn ass whooping.
Is that a best damn sports show reference?
I think so.
I hope the little bitch you're looking for, we're dying for.
She is, because that little bitch is my daughter. All of a sudden, Terry stops.
Then the song abruptly transitions to the Nutcracker Suite. Terry has 5 daughters, so he understands. Poppy talk. They have little tea parties and shit. Now he's getting sad, missing his babies. I never see them. I'm always busy securing shit.
I like that.
Secure your shit. He hugs him, keeps repeating it. Secure your shit. Smacks his ass.
Riggs needs a piss. Needs to page Gaiman to tell him get back in there. He gets on the PA.
Attention, Gaiman. Attention, Gaiman.
I need to go drain the monster. Return to the cockpit immediately.
Flame's ears perk up.
Problematic.
Like he heard the conch shell in Anchorman.
Ass off for Gary Anthony Williams right here. Second of all, again, they hit me with the misdirection as all these, stereotypically LGBTQ people are rushing towards the cockpit. And then behind them is a line of priests. I laughed so hard when I saw the priests.
That's funny.
Back to the club. Shake it like a salt shaker. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and the Yin Yang Twins are there.
Shooting the music video.
Hold on. Let's lock it in. Ass on. Little Bo from the East Side Boys.
Wow.
Terrible.
Wow.
Go watch it again. He is
That's how they look.
Terrible in this scene.
I have mine locked in from earlier, but we'll get to that.
I have mine locked in as well. Also, I just wanted to tell this short Yin Yang Twins story. About 3 months ago, I was out in Phoenix getting tacos at a regular ass restaurant, and Yin Yang Twins was performing. And when I say performing, I mean at this restaurant, they just had if I called it a karaoke stage, it'd be too much. It was just a microphone, and the sound was terrible, but they kept fighting through it. And I looked at who are these karaoke fools? And I looked at them and oh my God, that's the Yin Yang Twins. And I remarked, how low do you have to go before you're playing a random taco spot in Phoenix?
I saw Warren G do a free concert in Salt Lake City.
But at a jazz game, right?
No, just in a quad in the middle of downtown. Free.
I mean, I'm disappointed that you didn't say, how low do you have to get?
You have to get low.
The window to the wall.
Get low, get low, get low.
Also, I want to set up another flashback to young Mayes wearing his fresh new Echo gear at the high school dance.
Wow. Holy shit.
Going nuts for Shake It Like a Salt Shaker.
I'm going to tell you right now, I love when episodes collide.
Well, that's what happens when you do back-to-back 2004 movies, folks. You get me back in freshman year state of mind.
Shout out to 2004.
Guys, you want an Oakley story?
Oh, yes.
Wow. The Yin Yang Twins are a real trigger point for us, huh?
Hold on. Before you tell the story, I have to just reveal to the audience that I was on Lebitard's show the week we recorded this. And I told Dan, he took a picture that was kind of funny looking, and we were saying what could have made the picture better. And I said, you should wear some sunglasses. And Zach takes this as an opportunity to give me and Mayes the full court press sales pitch on what he would do if Dan walked into his Oakley store.
He was mixing media. He was sending text messages. He was recording voice notes.
He told us about, normally we sell this out of the store, but I'm going to hand it to you for free. Please don't tell anybody.
Microfiber bag, yeah.
All super duper sales techniques. Give away free shit.
It's true. You had to buy a pack of 5 for $40. I'm giving you one for free.
Tell him how to get different lenses, and that gives him $400 worth of sunglasses for just $70 or something like that.
Well, I wouldn't get him the gas cans, but I would give him the white frame, and I would put in the ruby lenses. It doesn't come that way, so you have to buy ruby lenses.
No, Zach, you don't need a gas can. We got a bar.
And then I would also give him the sapphire lenses because I think that would look good in those white frames. And so now, I can help you swap those out anytime you want, or I can teach you how to do it. And I walk out of there with a $300 sale.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the Oakley story. Amin hijacked your Oakley story for his own Oakley story.
He did.
Zach, please proceed. You still got those Oakleys?
So when I was working for Oakley, God, I can't remember his name, but there was a DJ who worked under Lil Jon.
Littler John?
No, it wasn't Littler John. It was DJ. I'm starting with a Q or something like that, but I can't remember. But it wasn't DJ Quick. And so this guy, because we had a deal Oakley had to deal with Lil Jon. He was sponsored by Oakley, so they got him all these massive sunglasses and stuff for videos and everything. Part of that deal, we would have his energy drink Crunk Juice in store, not to sell, just to like promote. And I don't really think you could buy it out on the West Coast. It was weird for us to have it. And so we had like 4 or 5 events where this DJ would come to the store and like spin for a few hours. And then it was just like a bunch of like Crunk Juice promotion and stuff. And I read the ingredients of that Crunk Juice. It was essentially Viagra.
You don't say.
I mean, I swear to God, a lot of sexual stimulants in there.
Amazon Crunk Juice.
And we played Lil Jon constantly in that store. What a great time, though. So fun.
So much you called it Billy Ocean?
Okay, where are we?
For some reason, Lil Hunky is on set hype manning Chris Williams, who's another prolific music video director and also directed ATL.
Yeah?
Wow. $48 for a 24-pack of Crunk Juice. That's 13 cents a fluid ounce.
But think about how expensive Viagra is.
And think about how much fluid ounces
what
I'll have as a result.
My next note, Ryan dances like a bingo. Tom gets a drink at the bar. Kevin walks up. Kevin orders Hypno with some ice in it. Turn of the 20th century, bitch.
Yay.
Yes, Tom, why he's by himself. Ask him what's wrong.
Reverse poppy talk here as Tom complains about his kids.
What's going on?
And my son, Billy, he doesn't want to be anything like me. He says I got no flavor. And my daughter, Heather, I mean, she's growing up so fast. It seems like yesterday I was teaching her how to ride a bike, and now she's out there. Hey, what is teabagging?
Oh, that's the shit. You take your balls, you dip in a freak's mouth, you go up and down, then you dip. I got it. Thank you. Raise your kids right. Eventually, they're going to want to move on and find their own path. You're right. You're a lucky man.
Hands off the baton. It's time for some Giselle's position.
Still loves her.
Tom tells him to do something about it. He knew Missy was worth it, then complains about Jerome. Got a dick like a fire hose? Yeah, you lost her. Gets Tom another drink, a double. You talked to her since? She can't talk. Vocal cord damage. I believe it.
Cut to the cockpit. PA is off the hook. Snoop complaining about his baby mama paging him. He's smoking with Method Man. She wants more child support money, and everybody can hear them. He says, but you know what? If I crash this motherfucker into a mountain right now, bitch can't get shit from me. Watch this. And he banks hard to the right.
Oh, shit.
Takes a nosedive.
I'm blown. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was funny as hell. Starting to scare Meth now. Gonna bounce before Gay Dude and Riggs come back.
Meth stumbles out with his ass off. Snoop puts it on autopilot so he can enjoy himself.
One last African mushroom. Bubble guts once again. He starts vibrating. Tribal drumming. Passes out. Shades come down.
Snoop Dogg, ass off. Tom gets another drink. Heather spots him. Needs to go talk to him. He says, happy birthday. He's glad to hear her call him daddy for a change. Usually it's shithead or asshole.
She hates the Toms with Boobra.
Barbara.
Wants him to get back with Mom, who's with Dorothy now. Friend of Dorothy is slang for any LGBTQ person.
I'd like to be with your mom. Hell, I'd like to be with your mom and Dorothy. I laughed.
But that's not important. He's going to protect her no matter what her age is. And she says, I'll always be your little girl. She didn't do anything. She just said that stuff to make him mad. Doesn't know what half that stuff is. She asked what teabagging is anyway.
Just being provocative. Gets the people going.
He starts mimicking what Kevin Hart was doing, and she tells him to stop.
He couldn't wait to share his newfound information. Apparently, it's the shit. They hug.
DJ peeks into the cockpit, asks Snoop if he can come in. Turbulence makes it look like Snoop is nodding yes. DJ's stoked. Asks if he'd let him and his girl, overly ambitious members of the Mile High Club, fuck in the cockpit. Again, Turbulence nod. Be right back. He returns with her. Turbulence nod and a wave as he's introduced. Turbulence looks like Snoop is kind of jacking it as they're going at it. She jumps DJ. They fall near Snoop. His glasses come off. They can see his eyes. They realize he's dead. And they are losing their shit. They go running through the plane yelling the captain's dead.
Now they're screaming in low class.
I love this delivery from Flame. The flight attendant whispers to Flame that the captain's dead. He goes, I'll take care of it. Wait, the captain's dead? Just completely flips. Everybody freaks out. Cut to the club. Kevin Hart explaining their motto and plan, and Giselle interrupts. They need to talk. The captain's dead.
Are we talking Tupac dead or Wilt Chamberlain dead?
Dead like he can't fly this plane dead. It's Muggsy hiring these prison pilots. They find Gaiman. They'll be okay. Kevin hired him. He's in the jacuzzi with the girls. Kevin interrupts him. Says he was taking a bath. He was very dirty. Says, you are clean now, ladies.
Don't forget to squeeze my nipple like a cow.
Gaiman is excited to fly the plane.
They will have a parade for me. Move, you bitches. Move. I have to fly the plane.
He slips out of the jacuzzi and he's dead.
Kevin gives him a titty twister. Nothing happens. What's he going to do now? Giselle tells him to land the plane. He tells her, meet me in the cockpit. So they're just cool now.
He runs into the Meth, who's in full skydiving gear.
With a helmet on. Like, I got one more of these.
gives him a helmet and a parachute. Kevin says he's responsible for the people. He has to try to do something.
He's going to face this shit.
Man, fuck them. What are you, sick?
What are you sick is a great question.
Don't grab my cord. You're going to make my chute ejaculate prematurely.
Terry is carrying Snoop out. Kevin's trying to avoid touching the dead body. Kevin needs to get something off his chest to Giselle before they go in.
Flashback to more Poppy talk about going to college. He always dreamed of NYU. Full scholarship.
The full scholarship gimmick. Another black movie staple. The idea that like someone is weighing whatever the movie wants them to do, stay with this person or do this or that, or, you know, pursue this dream of singing or whatever, versus not going to college, not going to a prestigious college, but a full scholarship to that prestigious college. They're never going to let that go in a black movie.
And you telling me you're not going because of some little poof butt ass nigga who can't even keep a job?
Didn't want her to throw it away because of him. He's sorry for hurting her.
The dad says, "You're not ruining my plans. I can get $200 a month for that room." And I laughed.
They're about to kiss and turbulence interrupts.
Oh, yeah. They have to land the plane. She sits awkwardly next to him, looming over him. Mayday, mayday, SOS, hooty hoo, booyaka, booyaka, countdown selector.
She says, are you cutting a demo or are you trying to get the radio in?
Great line, ass on, as she delivers it, though.
Yeah, she's terrible in this movie.
Talking to the tower, NWA Airlines. Yes, the black one.
His delivery is great. He's like, yes, the black one. No, don't hang up. Hello?
They put him on hold. Estimated wait time, 45 minutes.
Look, you can't get more ass off than this line. This is Nashawn Wade, owner of NWA Airlines. Yes, the black one. Wait, no, hang on. And then they put him on hold.
Method Man sits next to him because they're family. Tom Arnold comes in. He says, I represent 3 of the 4 white people on board. I want to tell you, we are behind you 100%.
Hunky, please.
Monique comes in to find the little black box to wrap her ass around it. She'll ride that indestructible motherfucker 30,000 feet. Trust you'll hear a bitch screaming, hi-ho, Silver.
Tom watched a show on the Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel month? But it was about motorcycles.
They all start yelling at each other.
I liked how they all reacted to him saying that, by the way.
Sophia comes in, tells him to disengage autopilot. She used to date this pilot. They used to fuck in the cockpit. You haven't had an orgasm until you've had it during descent. Bitch, can you land this plane?
She doesn't remember where the autopilot is. She recreates her positioning with her legs up on her back last time she was there.
Yes.
Meth tries to lick her leg.
She reaches back and finds it, and then she keeps retracing her position, sits on Method Man's lap, finds the flaps. Now she's got her head in Kevin's lap, ass up in the air. Meth is just hypnotized by her butt.
Dignitized.
She doesn't know what's next. This is where it usually pops the cork.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Oh, by the way, no, hold on. A couple of things. First of all, Monique says she wants to wrap her legs around the black box.
Steve Martin.
And I said,
yep, did that already.
Okay, all right. Well, that's black box humor. Turn of the century, bitch. There was a time, like in the 5 to 10 years after 9/11, where everybody had this joke about, like, why can't they just build the whole plane out of the black box material?
Right.
Like that used to be a thing. And even though like plane crashes and all that stuff haven't stopped, for some reason that joke has.
What were you doing in the 2.5 minutes between us putting that note out there and you coming back to it?
Drinking.
Got it. Okay, there it is. Heard the crack.
Lonely Love using a cell phone, doesn't believe she can't use it, just like Amin. She's calling for help, pushes a button, the plane starts nosediving.
You do not have to turn your phone off on an airplane.
Nope.
Promise.
And then not just like Amin Mayes, you racist fuck.
Yeah.
Because Zach, the first time we brought this up, Zach was right there with me immediately.
I might have even brought it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Maze.
Kev has to pull the plane out of the dive. Blanca remembers the wheels. They pop him out. DJ and Cherry are fucking on the landing gear. She's got him tied up and blindfolded. Going to heaven with one last nut. Stay focused.
I like when Sophia's trying to help them again. He takes off his jacket and tells her to do it slow. Is the plane spinning? They see the ground. They touch down, survive. Everybody is post-coital. They celebrate. That's what they do. I was so scared. Says, you crazy bitch. Fuck this airline. Monique is done with them. He says, you know what? She was on her way out anyway.
Speaking of being done with it, Giselle just tosses her engagement ring away.
Wow. Guess nobody stepped up.
Method Man's going to give him some space for the mushy stuff. Then Witherspoon smells flames, perfume. Uplifting music stops when he feels the Adam's apple. I'm a player, but I don't play that way. Floor walker.
They landed in Central Park. Someone is pissing on the plane. The plane falls forward. All of a sudden, the nose is on the ground.
Hell no, I know they ain't just steal my damn ramp.
That's what your punk ass get. You know how hard it is to get 84 drums? That's a big ass tire for a little ass plane and a short ass nigga. Hey, why don't you go put a donut or something in your mouth? I'm going to sue your ass. I'm going to sue the airline. You going to make me slap the shit out of your little ass. It don't even matter right now. I'm not going to let you spoil this for me. I tell you what. Hey, Mug, take everybody upstairs. Drinks on me. Let's party.
I love her ripping on the Short Kings. It's one of my favorite things of this movie.
Oh, so good.
Voiceovers position.
Nice to end it.
And we did party in our tilted ass plane. We fly, we party, we land.
Mm-hmm.
We got some wrap-ups position.
Freeze frame. Guess moms would have been proud. Mommy talk.
Monique and Tom Arnold fall in love. She calls him White Denzel. He says she looks like a black Halle Berry.
Has anyone ever told you look like a white Denzel? No. Has anyone ever told you look like a black Halle Berry? Yes. That's the answer. And then they make out.
Meth convinced him to start the first strip club in the sky.
Business class, business ass.
Billy became a music video director. Come to think of it, we haven't heard from him.
Music video directors. Turn of the century, bitch. Don't have those anymore.
We haven't heard from him since he directed that last Michael Jackson video.
You think people don't direct music videos anymore, I mean?
No, I mean, it's not a thing. Like, you used to know Hype Williams, Chris Robinson, Dave LaChapelle. Like, these were like big name, Mike Nichols. Like, people knew these names. And now, I don't know who the fuck directed goddamn Future's last video, Drake's last video.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I watched a music video.
Yeah, it's like that's not a thing anymore, Maze. Michael Jackson jokes, by the way, also turn of the century, bitch.
Maybe you should have said like famous music video directors, because there still are music videos and they still are directed.
They put Chris Robinson in this movie and people knew who that was.
Yeah.
Think about that.
To be fair, this movie director went back to directing music videos and never tried a movie ever again. So
yeah, you got it right on the first time.
Critical line for me here. Snoop, turns out he isn't dead. Film noir. And he says, I knew I should have flown Jet Black. And I said, Jet Black, not a funny enough line to like end the movie on.
No, we roll credits, and then up next on Amazon was "Don't Be a Menace."
Soul Plane song again. They sang it.
Trivia me.
This film has two endings. One ending is Kevin Hart explaining what happened with the characters after landing the plane. The other ending shows everyone in the plane's club dancing in a Soul Train line.
I like this ending better. Kevin Hart is shorter than Katie O'Bear, who plays Giselle. In many scenes, Hart had to stand on a box, so their height difference wasn't so obvious.
Yeah, I bet that happens in a lot of his movies.
When she's sitting next to him and looming over him, that's when it's insanely obvious how much taller she is.
Here's the deal. I met Kevin Hart years and years ago at Summer League at the Palms swimming pool, and I was staggered. Not just like taken aback, but staggered by how short he was. He is insanely short.
Yeah.
And so there's a part of me that every time I see Kevin Hart in anything, a movie or TV show, and I'm looking at people, I'm trying to gauge how tall I think they are based on their relative height to Kevin Hart, including the guy with the glasses on at the beginning of the movie, who was only slightly taller than Kevin Hart, which made me believe this dude must be a munchkin.
He's listed on IMDb as 5'2.5".
Not even close. All scenes featuring Snoop Dogg were filmed within 5 days.
Honestly, longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, I thought maybe 9 hours. I thought it would have been a Harvey Keitel situation.
Kevin Hart attributes the film's box office failure to bootlegging of the film. According to Hart, it was bootlegged 3 months before the theatrical release, and during the premiere, fans were asking him to sign bootleg copies.
Oh, motherfucker, I spent $20 on a DVD for it, so you made it back.
The woman in the light blue dress sitting next to John Witherspoon on the plane is his actual real-life wife, Angela Robinson Witherspoon.
Oh.
And for that, I grant her ass off.
According to Esquire magazine, Dave Chappelle was offered a role. Love how specific that is. And it's often been referred to as the black version of Airplane, which was referenced in the reviews.
Finally, the school on Antoine Mac's resume, Jess Terrero Elementary School, is a reference to film director Jesse Terrio.
I'm sure that his name and the elementary school were the same, not different like you just said it, but that's okay.
What do you mean different? I said it's a reference to him, not different.
Play it back, Maze. Jesus Christ.
Jess Terrero Elementary School is a reference to film director Jesse Terrio. Jess Terrero, Jesse Terrio.
It's going to be a fun little surprise for you.
What are you laughing at, Zach? What are you laughing? Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
That entire exchange. The way you fucked up the name and then
Denied
Mayes
it.
saying, no, I bet it's not the same. And then you're going to listen back. And I'm guessing you're going to dig your heels in and say you got it close
Yep,
enough.
he is going to say that.
Who gives a fuck? Why are we like nitpicking on this shit?
Oh.
You're the king of this shit.
You mean the guy who will stop any fucking show if you hiccup a little bit in how you say a word? You mean that guy?
Zach, I do that because you did that to me.
No.
That's like the shtick you want to engage in.
No.
Yes.
Not even close.
You do it
No.
all the time, Zach.
No,
you
I
do it all the
don't.
time. You just
No.
did it right now. What are you talking about?
I didn't do it. Maze did it.
But you laughed and it's a great delight.
Because you denied
I
it.
laughed at the whole exchange of it. And then the fact that he's going to clip it in, he's going to rewind it, clip it. I can already picture this moment in my head. That's what I'm laughing at. Not the fact that you did it. I was going to let it go.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen. Exposition. Another overwhelming exposition movie. We got a lot of poppy talk as well.
Is there a lot of exposition?
Yes.
There's some in the beginning and some towards the end.
I've got so many different types of ishins in my notes.
I've got turn of the century, bitch.
Ooh.
Lots of turn of the century, bitch.
I might go turn the century, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the 9/11 of it all.
That Whoopi Goldberg movie?
Yep.
Feature Cinephobe. That's going to be the last episode we do, right?
Oh my God.
No, Birth of a Nation.
No, we can do Birth of a Nation and get some jokes off.
We should record them back to back, release them on the same day, and then just ride off into the sunset.
I'm telling you right now, we cannot do a 9/11 movie.
No shit. I'm aware. You're the one pushing for it.
Well, because, I mean, I like The Edge. Money Plane File.
Yeah, the pilot of Money Plane.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex. Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex. Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on. Fucking ass off. Ass on. Fucking ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award.
This one's easy for me.
I had Karl Malone, Zach.
Oh,
No.
Same note too, bro. Karl Malone.
Lil Bo, East Side Boys. You know
No,
how bad
no,
you
no.
have to be to not have a single line and I give you ass on?
No, Karl Malone.
You have to be a bull from Red Notice.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, that bull. Oh my God.
Zach said he didn't believe it was a bull.
I didn't. I didn't buy it.
He called bull on the bull.
Called its own shit on it. Fine, we'll go with Karl Malone. I just want you guys to go back and watch that scene with Lil Jon and the East Side Boys pop up and just focus on Lil Bo, all right? He's terrible.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. Loaded Field.
This is tough.
Loaded Field. Misty Pyle, Gary Anthony Williams, Monique, and John Witherspoon. I think it really comes down to Monique versus John Witherspoon.
No.
I'd throw Snoop in there too. I think Snoop's great.
No. I got three names. Three names I actually agonized over. Kevin Hart won.
He's great.
It's a no for me, dog.
I don't understand why people hate Kevin Hart. I get it because he's everywhere and he's in a lot of shit. I always get the feeling that he always does a good job in whatever role he is. What do you think it is, Zach?
I think he's annoying when he appears in stuff in real life. The All-Star Weekend shit and stuff.
On Conan or whatever?
Yeah, I think he's super annoying then. I think he's good in movies.
He's good in I'll tell you what, he's one of the best comedian turned actors we have.
Are you going Fabio Slashy on us right now? Comedian / actor.
No, I'm talking about like, think of all the comedians who become actors, who get movies and aren't just doing like Chris Tucker in Money Talks, where I'm just being my comedic self or whatever, but actually acting. I think Kevin Hart is one of the best ones.
Here's what I think. If we do a Kevin Hart month, I bet we sweep them all. Files.
I don't see. He's in bad movies. That I won't deny.
I think the movies are actually not that bad.
He's in a lot of bad.
Think Like a Man 2 is bad.
He's in a lot of bad movies, but I think he does a good job.
Grudge Match is really bad.
So okay. So anyways, we got three. So that's one. Number two, Gary Anthony Williams. Fucking laughed every time he was on screen. Number three, and in a complete upset, and it was foreshadowed by the one of the critics. Tom Arnold really fucking brought the shit. He really brought the whole shit about like him talking about his kids, and then midway through that, yo, what's a teabag, by the way? That shit was so well done. I'm stuck between the three of those guys trying to figure out who deserved it the most.
So let me get this straight. You don't have Monique or John Witherspoon in there.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. John Witherspoon. I'm sorry. John Witherspoon. I don't have Monique. Monique had a couple of funny scenes.
I think Monique's super funny in it, but I wouldn't say ass off because I think she's just being herself.
Ashton, I think, is just being Ashton Kutcher.
Yes.
Right, but he's nailing it. You may think that Stifler's great. That I disagree with, but I can accept. I will not accept that you think Kutcher wasn't good.
I never thought he was bad. He's just being Kelso. Like, Kelso is Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, but Kelso's a great character.
John Witherspoon playing you know what? I take it back. I love all those other three guys' names. John Witherspoon, ass off. Ass off, ass off.
I'm going to go with my guy, Gary Anthony Williams. That's my guy. See him all the time.
I'm not mad at that at all. He did an awesome job. Maybe problematic, I don't know, but definitely awesome.
Maybe problematic? His character name is Flame.
If it's problematic, you don't know what that's for. He might have been an arsonist.
He's a flamer.
If it's problematic, I go John Witherspoon. If it's not problematic, I go Gary Anthony Williams.
You burned down the storage unit?
Oh, most definitely.
Golden Dumpster, and I know we like to shy away from giving golden.
What are you doing? You drunk fuck?
We didn't.
What? Who's ass off in the Golden Dumpster?
Who's ass off?
It's fucking, we already acknowledge it's Gary. It's, what do you call it? It's, what?
Who's ass off, Amin?
It's Gary Anthony Witherspoon.
Oh, you know what? Yes. Lock it in. Gary Anthony Witherspoon. Lock it in.
What is happening? I do love that John Witherspoon's character is just named Blind Man. So it's Gary Anthony Witherspoon as Blind Flame.
We are.
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees, Amin named a million things.
Oh, no, okay. Let me name them. Let me go through my list here.
I'd love for you to recount them.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Look, it's not for you assholes, fuck faces.
Good Lord, so aggressive.
Golden Dumpster. Brr, that's the sound of my gat. Golden Dumpster.
Please don't say Golden Dumpster every time.
No, please do. I like it.
I shall. That's pretty strokey. That wasn't half bad. Golden Dumpster. The old lady playing Street Fighter. Golden Dumpster. Monique and Lonely Love singing in the club. Golden Dumpster. I'd like to be them jeans. Kevin Hart hitting on every woman in every scene. Golden Dumpster. The line of people waiting for the payphone on the plane. Or no, Terminal X, excuse me.
We're 10 minutes into the movie.
Golden Dumpster. Easy, Kobe. She's 17. Golden Dumpster. That thing has a face on it. No, it doesn't, but it's gonna. Golden Dumpster. John Witherspoon fingering the potato. Cook the whole goddamn thing, Maze. Golden Dumpster. The football team and the Sailors. Golden Dumpster. African crabs are very dangerous. They hunt you. Golden Dumpster. Has anyone ever told you you look like White Denzel? No. Has anyone ever told you you look like a black Halle Berry? Yes. And finally, Golden Dumpster. The Sailors. I'm not Sailors, the priests running down with all the LGBTQ community down the hallway because my man said he had to drain his sponsor and told him to report to the cabin. I'm going to tell you right now, lock it in. I laughed so hard. I was in studio when I was watching this movie and people were looking at me like, what's going on? It's John Witherspoon fingering that goddamn potato, man. That was so fucking funny. Like everything he said, his reactions, his face, when the sunglasses fell off his eyes, 100%. This might be the surest I've ever been on a Golden Dumpster.
Can I add one more? It's just the exchange between Kevin and Tom Arnold when they're talking about Barbara ran into the model, Jerome, and he says, have you talked to her since? She can't. She got vocal cord damages. I can believe it.
And we never saw her again. Did y'all know that? Did y'all ever
Yeah, we never saw her again. Yeah, man. That baked potato scene is pretty... I'm gonna go with that. Actually, no. I want to give some love to Monique. I'll give it to literally every time Monique is Monique in this movie. I think she is fantastic. It's not enough for ass off because I don't think she's really acting there, but I thought her scenes were fucking hilarious. It reminds me of her scenes in Beer Fest, Future Cinephobe. I'll give Golden Dumpster to just any scene with Monique.
Yeah, I was on the same page. I was debating between the scene where Ariel's naming the sex acts and Missy is taking notes on her Palm Pilot, and also Gary Anthony Williams explaining what Colt 45 and Alizé are. But I'm going to go with Monique hating on short kings and calling one guy 5 Cent. Her hatred of the short people
is so fucking funny, man.
Is so hilarious, especially when she finally turns on Kevin Hart at the end. Zach, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Phobe or file?
I saw it in the theater. I bought it for $20 as a DVD outside of a Columbia House grifting. I hadn't seen this movie probably about 15 years. I was shocked at how much it holds up. I thought we were going to have another Dude, Where's My Car scenario where I was going to be like, oh man, I wish I hadn't rewatched this. I'm glad I rewatched it. I'm glad I didn't save it for next February. This is a big time file.
Wait, well, hold on. You said another Dude, Where's My Car scenario? You mean the movie that you filed?
I didn't file it.
You drunk fuck.
Maze filed it.
You phobed it?
Yeah.
Really?
So did you.
No, I know I phobed it. I thought you filed it.
No, I phobed it.
Oh, wow.
Didn't hold up the way I thought it would.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Glad you figured that out like 3 weeks later.
Maze, well, how did you feel?
I never seen this movie before.
What?
I remember when it came out.
Wow. Racist.
Super. But he was dancing with a Nietzsche on.
I laughed a lot. I loved Monique. I loved John Witherspoon.
There was a time where I thought Nietzsche was pronounced E-nice.
Wow.
When I first saw it.
It's funny, when we were on I want to say on Bomb, we were arguing whether it was ever meant to be pronounced NYC.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it was, except for the fact that the clothes were made in Italy by employees of Fila. And when they were asked to read that name, they all said Iniche, and that's how the pronunciation changed.
Because I want to say you could buy it for your character in the And One mixtape basketball video game.
Was it that, or was it Echo? Was it Mark Echo?
No, I'm saying like where Iniche was like in my face all the time.
It was introduced to you there.
I think I just thought it said E-nice because I was like, oh, he's nice or something like. I think it was along that. And then the first time I heard Iniche, I was like, I want to speak up against this, but I think I've been wrong this whole time.
You guys fucking done with your clothing's position here?
Oh, shit.
Can I get back to my review of this movie?
We didn't even mention that Billy Hunky is wearing Rockaware. Ryan Pinkston slides in wearing Rockaware and jewelry.
Never seen it before. Enjoyed a lot of the characters. I really wish they had not even tried to put any sort of dramatic storylines here with Kevin Hart and Giselle, or with Tom Arnold and his family trying to connect with them and shit. It was really poorly put together. I'm still going to file it, but man, it is not a slam dunk like it is for Zach and probably Amin in a minute.
Racist.
Yeah, super. I do not appreciate that line. Probably, Amin.
What line? How is anything that I said racist?
That is racist.
A slam dunk, probably like it is for the black guy who loves all these nigger chitlin movies.
Whoa!
That's what I heard right there.
I said it was a slam dunk for Zach. Now who's racist?
White men can't jump.
Well, if you must know. Saw this movie when it came out in the theater.
No one gives a fuck.
I do. Actually, Amin, I care. Okay? This is so fed up. Jesus Christ. I would imagine what they're coming back to in that studio tomorrow.
It's a bunch of baked potatoes smashed all over the room.
And empty beer cans and fucking White Claw cans.
Alizé.
I should say Miller Lite because Miller Lite is a sponsor. Shout out to Miller Lite. Only one more calorie than Michelob Ultra and a lot more taste.
A lot more taste.
A lot more taste. Shout out to Miller Lite, a true Pilsner beer. Oh, excuse me, a fine Pilsner beer. I'm trying to read the can.
It's true and fine.
I watched this movie when it came out in the theater years and years ago. And I fucking couldn't stand it.
Really?
Thought it was dumb. I thought it was demeaning. I thought it was just the lowest of lowbrow comedy that just wasn't smart at all. Again, with all these parody movies, I always compare them not to Airplane. Airplane's a classic and like a legend or whatever. I always compare them to Don't Be a Menace, because I thought Don't Be a Menace did the best job ever of like towing the line. Mm-hmm. Seeing jokes that are uniquely like about black culture and stuff, and then jokes that are very smart about like movies that have come before it. So I put this on, and thank God it wasn't a rental. Vehicle month, finally we get a non-rental movie on this.
You're welcome.
And it's a Zach pick, and I'm just like, I already know where this is going.
Profiling.
And I start watching, and it starts with narration exposition and soundtrack exposition. I'm like, here we go, whatever. And the guy with the big glasses, and I'm like, I'm not fucking feeling any of this shit. I'm not liking it. And then we got the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood, and someone says, like when the white people gets very excited about it. And I kind of chuckled. And as the movie went on, and we get to the stroganoff scene, him calling it beef strogie broke me in a way that I don't think anything before that broke me. And I was like, okay. And the more the movie went on, the more I was noticing like subtle jokes, like the payphone line, like the bus terminal overhead compartments, like the strap hangers in the back, and then Gary Anthony Williams as Flame.
So much descriptive detail in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, as it went on, and Snoop's resume, I was like, you know what? I think this might be a file. And then when John Witherspoon did the potato thing, again, I was legit like uncontrollably laughing. And everyone in the studio was trying to get work, was like, what's going on over there? I had to apologize. It's a file for me, boys. Sweep this bitch.
Make sure you send us your Fover files, your golden dumpsters, your ass on, ass off, your 5 horsemen at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Lebitard Show. And guys, we've got a poll to get out there to figure out not only who starts inching their way towards veto power.
Oh, yeah.
But also who gets to pick the theme for the next month. If you have the worst polling results, you end up getting to pick the theme of the next month. If you have the best polling results, you need 3 poll wins in order to get veto power to where you can veto anyone's pick at any time and replace it with your own movie.
I'm not campaigning for myself, but I am campaigning against Zach. Do not give him the opportunity to get veto power. This podcast will go to shit.
You filed Taxi.
You filed fucking Deadfall.
Yeah, that's good. So did Maze.
You filed Bangkok Dangerous.
And next week, we got a
guest.
Our first guest since we've been on the Lebitard Show feed.
Ooh, let me guess. It's Stu Gatz, right? Because obviously they're just going to pick people from the Lebitard universe.
No, listener Amin, you got that one wrong.
Wrong. You got it wrong.
You got it wrong.
What about he's been due and he's never been on?
No.
Supercharge that, Maze. Future callback.
Oh, sorry. Okay, what about Juju or Roy Bellamy or any of the other like usual suspects? Maybe it's Dan and Valerie, right? Like you guys love.
Yeah, maybe it's Mike Ryan.
No.
Gone too far.
It's Michelle Beadle.
What a twist.
What?
Fuck you and fuck all of y'all that think that we can't get guests outside of this universe. You know what? Send me to another universe.
What?
Getting a new one.
Screw the universe. It'll be Michelle Beadle next week with her pick.
What's the movie?
Of Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, shit. Emilio Estevez.
Emilio! The mighty Duckman himself.
Gordon Bombay.
Not more was coming after that, but now I'm just going to name the character. Leave all this in.
Yeah.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
Really? I felt like I had so many notes. Moments and notes. I had so many notes.